What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gavin, aka Gavo, aka Coke. Just want to invite you to the podcast. But before we get started today, make sure you head over to Facebook right now. Look up the Paid and Exposure podcast. If you are a photographer or a videographer, make sure you go find the No More Pie Facebook group. We talk about everything from equipment to give you constructive criticism to everybody ask any questions you want. It's definitely fun, lighthearted. But join us. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this podcast, all right? All right, this better work. Cool. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I don't even know why we're gonna do an intro. We ain't even gonna do an intro right now. What's going on with you?
Everything.
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 This is the video portion of the podcast. We got done with the podcast. We had fun there.
Yes,
We talked about a bunch. You came at Ulta, but we gonna get to that in a little bit. Nonetheless, first of all, what's your name?
My name is Crystal Jennings.
What is your Instagram, just for people who need to know it right now?
They can follow me at About Face Makeup 1. That's the number one.
The number one. All right, cool.
Yes.
So we had a good conversation. I kind of want to go over how you got started in the whole makeup thing, the whole makeup industry.
Okay.
Because I think it's an important lesson about just trying, learning, and so give me that story.
Well, I started off in Chicago when it was about 2011.
Okay.
And a friend of mine introduced me to YouTube.
Okay.
And wanted me to start teaching myself because I couldn't afford to go to school. And
Okay.
I started YouTube and then I got addicted. Was looking at it every day.
And I'm sure you wasn't buying the expensive brands straight out because it's tough. It's like you don't know, you don't want to be wasteful. So what brands was you messing with early on?
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed to say.
Well, let's hear it.
I was using $7 bottles of foundation.
Okay.
And they were very off-brand. It was just some stuff that I found online. I don't even know if they were exact skin matches, but I made them work. And so I can't even think of who they were. It's been so long ago. I don't even know if they make them anymore. But I bought all of these bottles. I ended up giving them to this little girl when I didn't need them anymore. I'm like, here, you can play with these. But yeah, I bought those. And my best friend, she told me, she said, you don't have to let them know what you're using. Don't let them see what you're doing, you know.
Yeah.
And it just worked. It just worked. So
Super dope there. So let's do this. What was the biggest lesson you have learned since you've been an entrepreneur?
to give my customers, my clients an experience, I would say.
Why is that important?
Well, because that makes them come back. And
Okay.
plus, I'm trying to put my stamp on my brand and be different from the next artist.
Okay.
So we have some dope artists out here, don't get me wrong, but I do hear a lot of my clients say that the customer service wasn't great, the personality wasn't great, they showed up late, all different kinds of things. So, you know, I try to make sure that I'm there on time, that, like I said, I'm playing music according to the age group.
Okay.
You know, whether it's Luther or whether it's gospel or whether it's Megan Thee Stallion.
Ratchet.
Right.
I love her, but go ahead.
I love her too. I love her. But, you know, I just try to give them experience, offer them something to drink, make them feel beautiful, tell them that they are beautiful, you know, make them feel good.
How does it make you feel as a makeup artist, entrepreneur, when your clients are like truly satisfied?
It's the most rewarding thing.
Because you're out here, you're helping people.
Exactly.
Whether, you know, it's more than just providing a service, you're providing more than that. So what is that like? What is that feeling like?
That is the greatest gift to me. That's the greatest reward to me because, you know, as I've said before, that I boost self-esteem.
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but when I first moved here, I contacted Channel 9.
Okay.
And I had always wanted to give back to my community some type of way.
Yeah.
So what I did was I went to a shelter for abused or battered women and picked, I think, about 3 or 4 candidates and did their makeup. And Channel 9 came out and televised it.
Yeah.
We couldn't show their faces because of you know, of privacy or whatever. But you can't imagine like the tears and the hugs that I got
Absolutely.
from these women who have been beaten
Yeah.
for a certain period of time and in their lives, and here I am making them feel beautiful.
Wow.
I get the clients who are cancer patients,
Absolutely.
have lost their hair, their eyebrows, and I'm making them feel beautiful. And then I may have that wife, like I said before, who she'll call me and text me and say, my husband hasn't looked at me like this in 10 years and he made me feel beautiful. You made me feel beautiful. He couldn't take his eyes off me.
Wow.
So I get a lot of different walks of life that sit in my chair.
Absolutely. So, and shout out to my boys because I know the group chat is going to hit me and say, ask her about the scam she be pulling. Because if you girls who show up and they don't look like...
Oh my God.
But I think when I see that and I see guys be like, look at her before, look at her now. I think that goes to showing like how talented you artists are, because it's a lot that goes into it. And before we get to what goes into it, because we're gonna talk about why I really got you here. Give me a makeup brand that's actually overrated, because it's some that's out there. I know it's every artist have their own thing, right? So what brands do you look at and you say like, all right, they're a little overrated? Like when somebody say, hey, I use this brand, you like, okay.
Well, you know what? Just because of we're gonna keep it clean.
Okay.
I used to be a MAC person, and there's nothing against MAC. MAC makes some awesome products.
Okay.
But I feel like they were overrated. I don't like how some of their products work, and I see them falling out of the industry a little bit. I might be wrong, but when you see a makeup store such as Ulta Beauty selling their products now, when they used to be a standalone store, corporate stores, and they do still exist, that kind of makes me feel a certain type of way. I feel like they probably need to step their game up, because there's a lot of competition out there. And when I say competition, as a makeup artist, we're looking for pigmentation.
Yeah.
We're looking for the coverage. We're looking for is it worth the price? Also, I haven't really been a big fan of Fenty Beauty, and I love Rihanna. I'm a huge fan of hers. I think I probably need to maybe give her products a chance, but the products that I have used, I wasn't too fond of them, especially for all the money that I paid. When I know there's some products out there, such as Crayon Case, my girl Supercent, I always give her a shout out. This girl is just the most awesome businesswoman in the game. Just being new to the industry, I can get some of the same products from her for a fraction of what they cost, for the Fenty brand.
Absolutely.
So, those are the two that come to mind.
So speak about, you brought up another good point, representation within your industry. Why is that important? Because that's not always been the case. It's still, it's still growing to do. We're still trying to get there. So why is that important in your industry? Whether it's makeup brands, whether it's makeup artists working with people of all colors, why is that important?
I think it's important for an artist to know how to do every ethnic group. Yeah. And it is hard, because like I said, I feel like I can do African American women, their skin, more so than I can do a Caucasian woman.
Absolutely.
I think we lack the knowledge. I don't think that it has anything to do with being racist or prejudiced. I think that if you just don't know how, you have that fear, and we're scared of what we don't know. So, like I said, with Caucasian women, it's not just a white shade, because you have pink undertones, you got yellow undertones, you have freckles. You need to know how to work with those. And if you don't, then that's why it's important for makeup artists to stay in the game and go to classes. I go anywhere there, if time permits, if the money permits, I'm going out of town. I'm getting on the flight to specifically take a class with somebody that I look up to, so I can learn how to do it. And I have had those clients who have had the Caucasian artists that say, she used a foundation that was too light, or it was too dark. It's just because we don't have the knowledge, and that's why it's so important for you to learn.
Absolutely. So the reason why you was called on this podcast,
Okay.
because there's a relationship between models, photographers, and makeup artists, and my channel is more geared to photographers, as you know. And shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Ed.
Hey, Ed.
He plugged us in. We
That's
gotta
my
shout him out.
photographer, Edward Wright, Wright Design 75. Yes.
Make sure y'all follow him because he's definitely the plug on this interview. But in working with models, what's some tips you can give them for preparation before they come to your shoot? Besides
first,
showing up on time.
right, and besides being beautiful.
Yeah.
My thing is just come with that positive energy. Come with that attitude that, we're ready to go. We're ready to get this done. We're ready to do the work. I have had some models that come in with that negative energy, and it just ruins the whole shoot.
Absolutely.
And don't come in with these high expectations that you're going to look a certain way. Realize that all makeup artists are different. And if you feel like you have a problem, then speak to your photographer and, let them know how you feel. Take a look at the artist's work before you sit in the chair. And if you feel a certain type of way, then let them know. Communication is everything. But, when you sit in my chair, allow me to be who I am. Yeah. I'm not going to mess you up, it is what it is. So, I've really don't get that issue a whole lot, but I've had a couple of bad apples, and it kind of made me feel a certain type of way. I wanted to get St. Louis on them. I really did, but yeah, just relax and let us do our thing. Let us be us.
So, what tips you got for photographers? Because it's a photographer right now who don't understand why they need to be considerate of your work also, and some photographers don't understand the importance of a relationship with a makeup artist. So what advice can you offer photographers when it comes to, if you're there or if they're editing your work? What type of suggestions can you offer them?
Don't under edit and don't over edit the work. When I say under edit, I mean, if I could have just took that picture with my cell phone, then what are we here for? Yeah. You have to take in consideration of, bags under the eyes or skin imperfections, or maybe she got that little pimple that's poking through, Yeah. I mean, edit it. Just edit it the right way. And if you don't know how to edit, you have people who do editing specifically. Services. Yeah, you do. And then, don't over edit either. To where, like, I use Ed because Ed, he makes my makes my work look like skin. Yeah. I can see the hairs, I can see the pores, but it's edited the right way. And he is open to, when I call him and let him know, can you do this eyebrow a little bit more? Can you shade out this a little bit better? Absolutely. He's like, sure, because like I said, he may overlook stuff. Absolutely. So just, also to the photographers, if you guys don't know how to edit, then take classes. That's what they're there for. Absolutely. Invest in yourself. Invest in the equipment that you need. Because at the end of the day, it's an investment in you and your business, and it's going to get you more work and get you more money. Absolutely. I'm over here about to fall. Give everybody your information, where they can follow you at, how they can find you, all that good stuff. Okay, well, I'm on Instagram, of course. You can see all of my work. Like I said, I do one-on-one classes. I do group classes. My makeovers are $70 with lashes. Right now, I'm running a special for the month of October. So if you book me, it doesn't matter if you book next year. If you book during the month of October, it's $50 with lashes. I'm at About Face Makeup 1. That's the number 1. Also, I'm on Facebook under Crystal Jennings. I have a makeup page that says About Face Makeup LLC. Yeah. I answer all of my DMs. You're welcome to give me a call. I'm usually right on time with the follow-up. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. I need everybody to go on Instagram and follow you on Instagram, but I also need them to go listen to the podcast so they can hear your exposure story, because we don't like when people try to pay us in anything other than money.
and when they try to sauce you up to pay you. So please make sure y'all go follow her. And thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Hey, there we go.
All
Good
right.
stuff.
Okay, good.